Welcome to Darren Daily On Demand, your most trusted resource to help you become better every day. Here's your success mentor, Darren Hardy.
If the potential for success is wired into everyone's DNA, what makes the difference? Why do some people hit so many home runs while others never get off the bench or strike out at best? I got a clue when I interviewed the hitman, David Foster, for the cover story that I did with him on Success Magazine several years back. If you haven't heard of David Foster, you certainly heard of his work. He won more Grammys than any other music producer in history, behind Kanye and Quincy Jones, 16 if you were wondering. He discovered such artists as Celine Dion, Michael Bublé, Josh Groban, and many, many other greats. Along the way, he's created an extraordinary hit list of successful songs in a career that now spans decades. When I spoke with him, he was about to celebrate his 60th birthday, and he was still working 7 days a week, putting in far more than the 40 hours so many people stop at. I was taken aback by this. Most people work in the hope of achieving a fraction of what David had already achieved. Why not take a break? Why keep working when you have all the money? You've got all the success, all the fame, and all the glory one could ever want. So I asked him why. Why spend hours every day working for something that you already have? He looked at me for a moment as if trying to find the perfect words to explain an obvious concept that was clearly being lost on me. He said, on a Saturday morning, when it's quiet, there's no place I'd rather be on the planet. No exotic beach, no lounge chair, no golf course, than right here in my studio, making great art. That's not working. That's living. You see, what drives David to continue to work and to create isn't money at all. It's not fame, it's love. He absolutely loves his work. And it's that, not DNA, not genius, not some mysterious innate gift that makes him the very best at what he does. That love drives the time. The time creates the results. If you'd rather be anywhere than doing your great work on a Saturday morning, he says, then you're probably doing the wrong thing or looking at it the wrong way. David's dedication to his work and the level of mastery that he has achieved is a perfect example of the 10,000 hour rule. You know that mastery is something developed through about 10,000 hours of deliberate, focused practice. Becoming world-class isn't dependent upon our genes. It's dependent upon how much time we consistently dedicate ourselves to getting better. Now that might sound simple, but have you ever tried to dedicate 10,000 hours of deliberate practice to anything? For most people, that's at least a decade's worth of glass eating, staring into the abyss, bone-crushing hard work. How do they do it? It's so tempting to think that these uber achievers, like David Foster, are just gifted, lucky, natural geniuses. Don't believe that. I've had the chance to spend time with and learn from more super achievers than almost anyone on the planet today. And I'm happy to report they all seem to have the same basic DNA you and I have. What consistently differentiates them is that their love and passion for what they do is so intense, some would call it an obsession, that just as in David Foster's case, their intensity of the pursuit leads to their spectacular results. But what if you haven't found that obsession yet? Here's what I invite you to do. I do a special workshop on how to identify what you were really meant to do, what your innate intelligences are, what your unique strengths are, and those things that flip the switch of your passion on for you. Attendance is free for this training. Just go to DarrenHardyWorkshop.com. That's DarrenHardyWorkshop.com.